Well, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, joining me on this video today. Another video in the series of Life After Death. And I thought today I would talk to you or go back to the beginning, as we know it's a very good place to start. And from the minute that you see, hear, learn that your loved one has passed on, life will never be the same again. And I want you to just sort of pause and take that in. Life will never be the same as you know it to have been. That's just a fact. And for any of you who know me and who've worked with me in the past or done any of the courses with me in the past, you will know that I deal only in the currency of fact. So the fact of the matter is that your loved one has gone. Now, in some instances, things just kind of go mad after someone passes. And I mean, there's so much to be done. There's so much to think about. And we're so busy trying to get to terms with everything that needs done that we sometimes don't necessarily get to process the actual event. And that's what I want you to think about today in terms of the first step, if you like, in terms of your healing or your recovery, is to go back in your mind's eye. Go back to the time when you were either with the person and they passed on, or you got the news that they'd passed on. And I wanted to just go back in your mind's eye and just recall and recount that. Seeing what you seen, feeling what you felt, hearing what you heard, and just try to absorb it all in totality. Because you're so busy after you hear of the death of your loved one or you're in the presence of the death of your loved one, some of this gets lost. So if you can do this little exercise and immerse yourself in it. Now, if it's too painful or too distressing, then obviously pull out of it. But if you can process it and process the process of the death, it's a very good first step to your healing. Something else that you can do, and something that happened to me, was that my husband died so suddenly and unexpectedly. He was terminally ill, but we didn't expect him to collapse and die the way he did. So I and my daughter, we never got to say goodbye. We thought we had time on our hands to have all the conversations we wanted to have, and we would have time to say goodbye. And that didn't happen. So if you're in that situation where maybe someone went out to go to work and they didn't come back, or whatever your circumstances are, if you didn't get to say goodbye, I want to share with you a really good exercise that can help you to process the fact that you didn't say goodbye. You know, is it the fact that you didn't get to say goodbye, does it consume your every moment? Do you torture yourself with the fact that you didn't get to say goodbye? I remember whenever my husband passed, a friend of mine said to me, you'll know when you're beginning to recover when it isn't the first thing you think of in the morning. So if you're in that situation in the grief cycle at the moment, that it's the first thing you think of in the morning and it's the same thing that you think all day long amongst other things, then this little exercise will help you. So get yourself comfortable in a chair and put a chair in front of you, and either put a photograph of your loved one that's passed on the chair, or just close your eyes and imagine that they are sitting in the chair in front of you. And you begin to have the conversation that you wished you'd had. You say what you want to say. You say how you feel. You say your goodbyes, or whatever it is you wished you'd had the opportunity to say or do. And just go over that and take as long as you need to do that, because that will help you be free from torturing yourself and the thoughts that you torture yourself with in relation to that one thing. And if you can do that and do it and put it to the picture and the images of it to the back of your mind, then these 2 little exercises will help to set you on the road to recovery. Now, I'm not saying that it's a quick fix, but in terms of our journey together, this is the start of a process that will help you to heal and to perhaps move on and begin to enjoy a different way of life without the person that you've lost by your side. So if you have any comments or any questions regarding this, just put them in the comment section. You can send me a private message, although I understand that there may be some confusion and difficulty around the authenticity of messages. That's yet to be verified for me. And if you know of someone who is suffering in the grief cycle, and it doesn't matter what stage in the grief cycle that you're at, it could be brand new, it could be 3 years, it could be 5 years, it could be 10 years. You just don't know. Everybody is different. And as someone pointed out to me the other day, depending on who you've lost and life events and occasions, grief can come hurtling back at you like a freight train, even 20 years after the person you've lost has passed on. So it's okay to not be okay. But please reach out and speak to someone if you feel that you're in a position of overwhelm or a state of overwhelm. You can reach out to me, but make sure you reach out to somebody. And I'll be back with another video soon to help with the healing process. In the meantime, have a good day. Bye.